Hey, what's going on, guys? Andrew here with Prodigy Fitness. I'm also joined by Lexi Nicholas with Girls Soccer Worldwide. Say hi, Lexi.
Hello, everybody.
So Lexi is here. She last month we hopped on with Walter Prade, who was one of the founders of Girls Soccer Worldwide. If you guys don't remember, July 27th, we have our upcoming charity workout with Girls Soccer Worldwide. We're partnering with them to help further their awesome movement that they're going through about empowering young female athletes to create change. And so we wanted to kind of each month go a little bit deeper into who Girls Soccer Worldwide is. So we brought on Lexi today. So kind of first, kind of tell everyone how you got started with Girls Soccer Worldwide.
Yeah, sure thing. So I grew up playing soccer for Walter, actually, for Pleasanton Rage. So I've known Walter for years, and same with Pamela. It was in early November. I was at a really difficult place with the job I was working in. So I actually ended up going to dinner with them just randomly about 2 weeks before the annual trip to Paraguay. And, we're just sitting down with some pizza and we're chatting about, my life and what's going on. And Pamela's like, well, let me show you the video of, from our nonprofit. And I was like, sure, not really knowing what it was. And by the end of the video, it was probably 15 minutes. I was a sobbing mess. I was touched. I just knew I needed to go on this trip. I was like, I don't care what it takes. I don't care that I only have 2 weeks. I'm going on this trip with you guys. So I put in the request with work, and I really did walk in like ready to quit and say, I'm going to quit this job and go on this trip, but ended up working out, which was nice. And then, I got everything pushed through, got my visa, and ended up going on the trip with them, which was phenomenal. And then from there, it's just been completely life-changing, just integrating myself more and more with Girls Soccer Worldwide, which has been an adventure, but very, very fun.
Absolutely. I know it's a great organization, and we've obviously done a few of these charity workouts with them, and, Pam and Walter are great friends of mine as well. So I think one of the really cool aspects of Girls Soccer Worldwide is that, you guys do travel, right? And you're going to, Paraguay, and you've gone for the last couple of years. So kind of maybe if you can quickly kind of dive into what that looks like, going to Paraguay. Obviously it's an adventure, right? Like I know
Yes.
you 2 or 3 different buses and planes and all this other stuff. So can you dive into that a little bit?
And some girls know each other, some girls don't. I didn't know anyone who was going on the trip besides 2 of the other mentors. And it just really forced us to bond right away, especially when we're on like a 10-hour bus ride and it's 3 a.m. and none of us have slept. And, we just talk about anything and everything. So it's a very, bonding experience, I guess is what you would call it. And then once you get there, nothing can ever really prepare you for just the level of poverty that you witness. But then also on the flip side, nobody can ever really prepare you for just the heartwarming experiences you're going to have when you meet people down there. Those kids give you just these really big, beautiful hugs. Everyone is so giving of their time and their energy. They always want to talk with you. They want to dance with you. They want to sing. They want to play soccer. They want to do all these things with you and just kind of share their life and have that shared piece of humanity, which is just, it's beautiful. It's just a wonderful experience. And it definitely rocks you to your core every single day. It's just emotions are high, and it really changes you. There's nothing that can really prepare you for it. And then there's nothing that you can really tell anyone that can fully capture the experience when you come back. Right. So it definitely changes your whole worldview.
I think that's awesome. And I think one of the really cool things about what, GSW does is, these girls get to, I guess in a way, right, they kind of get their bubble popped a little bit, right? Like
that's the point.
Right? We're very, very fortunate to live in an area where, there's not much poverty. There's not, these kids have kind of been given anything and everything that they ever need. So, I think from a local standpoint, just, getting these girls to realize like, hey, we have it really good here, right? And just being able to go in and see, I think how other people live is pretty powerful on their end.
Definitely.
So if a girl in the future, right, or if maybe our mom or dad is watching this and they say, hey, like, I think this might be kind of a cool thing for my daughter to join. Yeah. 2 questions. One, does the girl have to be a soccer player? Obviously, I know Girls Soccer Worldwide. And then 2, if not, or if yes, like what are the steps of kind of joining and becoming a...
Yeah. So to become an ambassador for change for Girls Soccer Worldwide, yes, soccer is in our title, but our focus is really on these global issues of empowerment, education, equality, there's no soccer in that. Those are topics that range and touch all sorts of, not only female student athletes, but just females, and in the entire world. So you don't have to be a soccer player. You can be a basketball player, lacrosse player, softball player, really anything under the sun. You can be a part of our program. You get access to empowerment workshops and leadership workshops and exercise to cultivate basically empathy, empathetic leaders who lead with empathy. And we give the girls like the courage and the confidence and the character needed to do that with these workshops and experiences. And then there's also a smaller subset of those ambassadors for change who then take that leading experience, and we go and we implement it abroad. And we go to Paraguay and we use everything we've learned in these leadership and empowerment workshops, and we implement it there by holding our own workshops, our own conversations, our own soccer clinics down there in Paraguay.
Nice. Very cool. And so last question would be, and I know we touched on this a little bit when I talked with Walter last, but if this, for somebody who this is the first video that they're watching, why the female student athlete, right? Like what's so special about the female student athlete that you guys have decided to focus on that?
Definitely. Well, I think like the simple answer is we focus on women because it's time to focus on women. But also I think the more general and important answer is we focus on the female student athlete, and we also focus on empowering and educating women, especially in impoverished communities, because when we invest in women, it means we're investing in the people who invest in everyone else. So we are kind of making that initial investment, that initial empowerment, education, everything for these women so they can turn around and do it in their own communities. Because there's so many statistics out there that just say that if a woman is given $1, she's going to turn around and invest 80 cents of that dollar back in her own family, back in her own children's education, health, everything like that. And especially we focus on the women in other countries, especially impoverished communities. Right now we're just focusing on South America, but worldwide is in our title. So our goal is to make it global. But right now we do focus on these women and these girls in Paraguay because Title IX doesn't exist over there. And in the United States, we know exactly what Title IX is, especially if you're a female student athlete. It gives you the ability to go, play college soccer, to go play college basketball, softball, everything like that. So we're very privileged and lucky over here that we have an institution and something in place to help us out, but in other countries, they don't have that. So our goal isn't to go and create Title IXs everywhere. Our goal is to go over there and create an environment where women feel empowered, they get educated, and they have the chance to fight for equality on whatever field, in whatever classroom, just in their own lives. At the end of the day, educated and empowered girls and women turn right around and educate and empower women. So that's our whole point.
Right. Absolutely. No, that's powerful stuff. And I appreciate you taking the time to speak with me a little bit. Is there anything, any final words that you'd like to say about Girls Soccer Worldwide? Anything maybe we didn't touch on?
I would just say that this is not your run-of-the-mill nonprofit. We're not just out there campaigning for the big bucks and just sending money. We're actually putting boots on the ground. We actually go and we make a difference in these communities. And already in the 3 years that we've traveled to Paraguay, we have seen the cultural shifts. And our whole point is breaking that cultural mindset and shifting that cultural mindset away from the stigmatization of women out in the communities, being in equal spheres, especially in the field and in the classroom. And we're already seeing movement there. So clearly this movement is working, but we can't do it alone. We need you, we need your friend, we need your mom, we need, your uncle, your brother, your friend, all these people. We need everyone to get behind us and really believe in this movement and rally behind this movement because at the end of the day, investing in women means investing in everyone else. So it's time to do it.
Where can people find more information about Girls Soccer Worldwide, website, social media handles, things like that?
Yeah, so our website is girlsoccerworldwide.org. And then you can find us on Instagram. Primarily, you can also find us on Facebook. We are under Girls Soccer Worldwide. You just type it into your search bar, you'll find us, and you find phenomenal pictures and stories, kind of chronicling the progression of our movement and kind of what's happening with our movement.
Yeah, that's awesome. And for anyone who's interested, once again, we are doing our charity workout benefiting Girls Soccer Worldwide on July 27th. It's going to be held at the Aquatic Sports Park in Pleasanton. I'll add the link to the event so you can reserve a spot and get your tickets. Have a good one, guys.